In the fall of 1993, fresh off the cult success of Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and riding a tidal wave of Halloween merch, midnight movie devotion, and mainstream notoriety, Cassandrapeterson aimed for the ultimate crossover, primetime network television. The result, the Elvira Showa single, Glorious, tragically unaired pilot filmed for CBS that wasn't just a sitcom, but a full-throated, fishnet-clad declaration that Elvira didn't need horror movies to be hilarious. She just needed a couch, a conservative aunt, and a town desperate for a good scandal. Set in the squeaky clean pastel nightmare of Glenview Hills, a suburb where lawn gnomes outnumbered sinners and fun was considered a zoning violation, the show followed Elvira as she asked forced to leave her Lahore hosting gig thanks to yet another sleazy producer and move in with her ultra-pious born-again Christian aunt Muffy, Vandu, played with delicious rigidity by sitcom legend Pat Carroll. From the moment Elvira rolls into town in her hearse-like Cadillac beehive high, cleavage higher, sarcasm at maximum volume, the culture clash is instant, electric, and utterly hilarious. She takes a job at the local video store Real Life, where she's immediately at odds with her uptight boss. Charms the repressed housewife next door, Roxana Zell, and turns the neighborhood teens into her personal fan club with bikini car washes, midnight seances, and life advice like, if your man's cold honey, it's not the thermostat, it's his soul. The supporting cast: Ahu Eshu of 90s TV faces, Eden Gross as the nerdy clerk with a crush, David Lasher as the hunky but dim mechanic torn between fear and fascination, and even a scene-stealing turn by Paul Wilson as the town's flustered mayor, constantly on the verge of a moral meltdown. The jokes? A perfect blend of fish-out-of-water gags, supernatural slapstick. Elvira accidentally turns the mayor into a chicken twice, and her signature double entendres. Now slightly sanitized for network censors, but still saucy enough to make focus groups sweat. Visually, it's pure 90s sitcom gloss bright lighting, laugh tracks, pastel sets, but Elvira's gothic glamour cuts through like a stiletto in a slipper store. And Peterson, she's magnetic, commanding every frame with the same wit, warmth, and unapologetic confidence that made her a legend. But here's the tragedy. Despite strong test screenings and solid Halloween night ratings, when it finally aired as a one-off special, CBS got cold feet. Rumors swirled, affiliates in the Bible Belt complained, advertisers balked. Executives demanded rewrites that would soften Elvira, make her less sexual, less subversive, less her. And Peterson, fiercely protective of the character she'd built from nothing, refused. So after one lonely broadcast on October 31st, 1993, sandwiched between Rescue 911 and the local news, The Elvira Show was shelved, never to return. No series order, no second episode, just gone. Yet in its failure, it became myth. Bootleg VHS tapes circulated at horror cons. Fans dissected every frame online. Critics later hailed it as a missed opportunity, genuinely funny. Surprisingly sharp satire of suburban conformity, sexual repression, and female autonomy, with a lead character decades ahead of her time. You can see the DNA of future hits here. Buffy, Sabrina, even Wednesday, a dark, witty woman disrupting a pastel world, using humor as both shield and sword. The Elvira Show wasn't just a failed pilot hit, it was a cultural time capsule, a battle cry, a what if that still echoes. What if network TV had been brave enough? What if America had been ready for a witch who didn't need a spell to be powerful, just a smirk and a mic? Cassandrapeterson didn't just lose a sitcom that night, she proved once again that Elvira could never be tamed, not by Hollywood, not by censors, not by CBS suits and suits. She was too big for their boxers, too wild for their walls, and maybe that was the point all along. So pop in the bootleg, crank up the laugh track, watch Elvira try and gloriously, magnificently fail to fit in, because in that failure, she won. The Mistress of the Dark doesn't belong in Glenview Hills. She belongs everywhere else. And she's still haunting primetime's nightmares in the best way possible.